Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chloe. I'm just a douche on the loose. I don't know what else to say about that. I don't have a lot of time right now. My boyfriend's just getting us some soy lattes at Starbucks, and I've just been thinking so much about this thing that happened at our Kava Bar, and I wanted to share. So our Kava Bar, we opened in March 2019. So next month is our first year anniversary. It's been a great year, but boy, have we learned a lot, like a shit ton of things we never would have even imagined have happened. Without saying any names, there is another really big Kava Bar close by to us. They have several locations. They've been in business for quite a while. They're kind of notorious, and something they love is bad press. You know, some people, some companies, to them, all press is good press, even if it's bad. So a couple things have happened with their company that I don't even know if I should say, but what I do want to share is the ways that they've targeted us. So when we first opened, the first week, my brother was in town from California. He ended up moving back to help us, but he was living in California, and he came down to help us with our grand opening. We threw a huge party. It was great. It was so much fun. It was really successful. Lots of people came. Sorry, I thought he was coming back, and I'd be so embarrassed if he caught me. Where was I? So yeah, the first week we opened, my brother was watching the bar, and 3 people came in from this Kava Bar. I think they pretended to be undercover, like we weren't supposed to know that they were from there. They started critiquing our drinks. They were like, how do you make your kratom? How do you flavor your kratom? Do you squeeze your kava? Do you do this? Do you do that? And if you don't know what any of that means, I'll explain it in a future video. I already have these videos planned where I'll talk all about kava and kratom, owning a Kava Bar, all that stuff. And they're just rude. And then another thing that they like to do is, in the middle of the night, these grown-ass people will leave signs from their Kava Bar in other Kava Bars' lawns. And then also, they'll leave them in like breweries. They make this sign that says, "Kava is proof that God hates beer," or something similar to that. And they'll place these signs all in like brewery parking lots. One time I got to work, and we had this on camera. These three guys in hoods in a big ass truck pulled up to pause. I'm gonna edit that out. They pulled up to our place, and they just left like 3 or 4 signs in our parking lot advertising their spot. And then there's another Kava Bar that I'm friends with that's also local, and the owner told me that they put their stickers all over their windows, and at their grand opening they even took their menus, their folding menus, and put stickers in there to ruin all the menus. And it's just really perplexing to me that, like I said, grown-ass people would stoop to that level. It all seems very high school, and it's something my family and I absolutely did not anticipate when we opened our Kava Bar. It was something we never imagined would happen. I'm gonna stop here, but I'll come back and explain more. Thanks. Hi everyone, I'm back. I'm actually really tired. I just worked a shift. I got off, I'm not wearing a watch. I got off like an hour ago. I just was sitting on my balcony with my puppies and my kitty. Come here. And yeah, I just wanted to finish the video I started yesterday. And I'm not sure why I was so excited to start filming that I'd started doing it in my boyfriend's car. I guess I must have seen something that reminded me of it, but I just wanted to talk about a couple more things before I close the book on this story. So in addition to the stuff I was talking about earlier, there were also some instances of cyberbullying, which I know that sounds stupid and lame, but it's true. We were being cyberbullied. And also a situation with some raw chicken. So first, the cyberbullying. When we first started, so I do all the social media for our business. So I'm the one who's doing all the Instagram stuff, all the Facebook, I do the website, all that good stuff. And people started commenting on our Instagram. It happened all at once. So it was like a period of like 5 to 10 minutes when I got 5 or 6 really nasty comments from different profiles. They were saying things like, oh, you couldn't be further up, this other place is ass, you should have just rented out their bathroom so you could be further up their asses. A crack house, it looks like a crack house that used to be a crack house, it's still a crack house. Yeah, just lame stuff like that. So I, of course, blocked all those profiles, and one of the profiles was actually from someone who works at this other Kava bar, which, it's just so unprofessional. Like, you've got to be kidding me. And I'm thinking the way it all happened, how it happened so quickly with so many different profiles, I just can't help but imagine them like sitting there all around the bar, and then the bartender's like, oh, if you guys go comment something rude to this other Kava bar, we'll give you a free shell or whatever. I mean, that's what I think happened. That's my theory. But that really hasn't been an issue since then. I think they were just messing with us. I guess they're notorious for giving new businesses a hard time when they first open. But the chicken thing crossed the line, in my opinion. So we have a small parking lot. I think there's like 5 spaces. And our Kava bar is situated in an area where there's like a big strip with a bunch of shops, bars, restaurants, and there's not a lot of parking. So there's a couple parking garages in the area, a public lot about a block from our place, and then we have our 5 spots. And in those 5 spots, this was back in, I think it was May. We opened in March, so it was a couple months after we opened. And I was biking to work one day, and then I get a phone call that there's raw chicken all over our parking lot. And I'm like, what? Like, what? How is that a thing? So I get there and I see there's raw chicken just scattered around. It was obviously an entire case, like a big box of it. Excuse them. I let them hang out on the balcony. There must be someone walking by. Copper! Calm down. Calm down. Where was I? Yeah, it was obviously a whole case of what I'm assuming was frozen chicken, and they opened it up and dropped pieces of raw chicken all over a parking lot. One of our customers actually ended up stepping on it when they were getting out of their car, which is totally disgusting. Copper, please shut up. Completely disgusting and unnecessary. A customer should never have to step on raw chicken to get inside our store. It's like unsafe, you know. Chicken, I'm vegan, chicken's disgusting, it carries diseases, especially when it's raw and left in the sun. And I found out who did it. I know the person who did it. I'm not sure who put them up to it, but I'm sure that this wasn't just an original idea that they had out of their own volition. Is that even a word? I just felt like I wanted to say it. But for them to just come up with this idea, like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna go to this business and leave raw chicken everywhere. What the fuck? Who does that, you know? And then, I called the police because I was like, this has to be illegal. It's damaging to my business. And the police just kind of laughed at me, and they were just like, well, you know, it's biodegradable, so it's not littering. It's not, what's the word when you deface someone's property? It's not vandalism because it's biodegradable. And then so we put all the chicken in a trash bag and put it in our dumpster area, our trash area, and we have to take the trash out. And that night my brother forgot to take the trash out. Sorry, bro, but that's what happened. And then the chicken started rotting, and it started smelling so bad. It smelled so bad. There were maggots everywhere. And me and my cousin who was visiting from Michigan had to take the bag and walk it literally 2 blocks down to this dumpster. And it was the stinkiest, most disgusting. There were maggots on her legs. It's like kind of funny looking back at it how absolutely ridiculous the situation was, but it's fucked up. And, you know, obviously I have my ideas of who probably put that person up to the raw chicken thing, but yeah, nothing, it's like there's never any consequences for them. And even if I talk to other customers or other people and I tell them, like, this is what this place did to me and my family, like, why would you spend money there? Why would you support that business? It's just kind of wild to me. And then they just say, like, oh, that's just what they do, like, that's just who they are, like, the bartenders are nice, the owner's this, and that. You know, I think I could make an entire expose video about this brand. It could be like 30 minutes, an hour long. I could do all this research and just call them the fuck out. I'm not threatening, it's not a threat, but I might end, sorry, I keep touching the table. I might end up doing that. So that's all that I can think of for now. My closing thoughts, I'd have to say, are, I guess they must have been really threatened by us to take these actions. It's extremely immature. It absolutely makes them look bad. I would never want my business associated with something so underhanded and just kind of disgusting, honestly. It's just a bad look. I know that we're better than that. And we'll always rise above and we'll come out on top. And they wouldn't be doing it unless they were threatened in some way anyway. So that's a very brief overview of some of the shitty things that have happened to us since we opened our Kava Bar. All right, guys, I'm gonna upload my next video. This one's gonna be about my pets. I'm gonna just introduce you to all of the animals in my life. My mom has some really cute animals too. I rent from her, so I live in the upstairs apartment. Maybe I'll do an apartment tour someday if it's clean, who knows? Thank you so much for watching my videos. I would love it if you subscribed to check out what's happening and to learn more. All right, have a wonderful day, morning, night, whatever. Love you, bye.